just like a flower unfolding in its own time. This practice invites you to trust in the process of becoming and allow the journey to become just as sacred as the destination. Welcome, my love. My name is Lynn, and I'm so glad that you chose to join this practice today. Before we get started, you might want to have a blanket or something cushiony ready for your knees, because there will be a kneeling sequence upcoming. So pause the video to grab that if needed. And whenever you're ready, let's all find a comfortable seated position in the center of our mat. Roll the shoulders back, allow them to drop away from the ears. Maybe gently closing off the eyes. Can you feel your spine reaching a little bit longer as your bones, your seated bones, ground you down into the earth? Becoming present with your breath. And allowing yourself to fully arrive in this practice. And as we move through the class today, I really invite you to emphasize on the transitions, to go as slow, gracefully, and with intention as you can as we flow through the poses, making the transitions as important as the poses themselves. Seeing how much presence you can bring to every moment. Slowly go ahead and drop your chin to your chest, finding a stretch in your neck. Taking some half neck circles here, rolling left. And then in a half circle, rolling right. And already here, let's start to explore this in between, the journey from one side to the other. How slow and with how much intention can you move there? Now slowly returning back to center. Bring your head all the way up. And then inhale your arms up above your head. And then grabbing hold of your left wrist with your right hand. And as you exhale, bending to the right. Staying active through the core. Then exhale back to center. Grabbing hold of your opposite hand. And then side bend to the left. Exhale back. Inhale, lengthen yourself up here one more time. Then exhale, drop your hands down onto your knees. On your next inhale, shift your chest and your heart forward. And exhale, round your back for a seated cat-cow movement here. So on every inhale, we open the chest, we shine the heart forward. And on every exhale, rounding, pulling the belly in. A few more here in your own pace, slowly and with intention. And returning back to center, and then making your way all the way into a tabletop position with your knees just beneath your hips, hip width apart, and your shoulders stacked above your wrists. Taking a moment to check in with your alignment. As you then inhale, lift your left knee to the side and then rotating it to the back, pointing sole up and bringing it into the chest. Taking some big circles here with your knee and your hip. Becoming very aware of this movement, opening out, opening up to the back and then in. One more time, opening to the side. Now placing your foot down so that your leg is extended. Now start to slowly walk your hands forward and drop your chest down for a variation of a puppy pose. Inhale, gently rounding up again. Exhale, sinking down into the chest. One more. Then lift yourself all the way back out, keeping the legs where they are. Inhale, hands up above your head. On your exhale, drop your left hand onto your extended leg as you stretch your right side hand up and over. Come back up. And now point that foot of the extended leg out. Inhale your arms up. And exhale, drop into a kneeling warrior 2. Inhale, arms up, extend leg. Exhale, 90-degree bend in the knee. Inhale up. Exhale, kneeling warrior 2. Beautiful. Now all the way up. And this time your right hand drops down so that it's stacked under your shoulder. Lift your extended leg, forming one straight line from your foot to your right fingertips. Engage your core. And now exhale, sweeping your body up and over back into tabletop in a smooth movement as you keep the left leg extended. Straight line. And now bend the left leg in behind your right knee, so that they're crossed and you're sitting back in this cross-legged child's pose variation. Allowing for a few calming breaths here. Coming back to your intention of flowing smoothly and with grace. Release the pose. Left leg extends again. And now knees, chest, chin drop to the floor, left leg extended as you then slide forwards into a cobra or an upward facing dog. Now tuck your toes and then all the way up into downward dog. Drop your knees again for tabletop. Untuck your toes. And now the right knee lifts 90-degree to the side, to the back and up, and into the chest. Keeping the hips and the shoulders square, only moving from your hips. I know this is a tough one, but trying to make the movement smooth and graceful. One last time, bring it into the chest. And now, as you extend to the side, straighten your knee and place the foot down in a line with the other knee. Walk your hands forwards and sinking down into this variation of a puppy pose. Inhale, round your back up. Exhale, sinking down. Inhale up. Exhale, sinking down. Take one more with your breath here. And release your body all the way up. Arms above your head. Inhale. Exhale, the right hand drops to your right extended leg. And the left hand up above your head, side stretch. And coming back to center, pointing the foot of that extended leg out. I know you cannot see my legs, but listen to my words. And then exhale as you drop into the kneeled warrior 2. Inhale, arms up. exhale, 90-degree front knee bends. Inhale, arms up one more time. Exhale, arms parallel to the floor, warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up again. And this time the left hand drops to the floor underneath your left shoulder and you lift the back leg. Beautiful straight line from your fingertips to your lifted toes. Softly engage your core. Now slowly, with grace and balance, making your way on your kneed leg into a tabletop. Back leg keeps being extended. And then cross it behind your left knee, sliding back into this child's pose variation. And come back to your breath here. One more nourishing breath here. And then make your way back into tabletop. Extend your right leg and then knees, chest, chin to the floor. Sliding forwards into cobra. Then tuck your toes, making your way all the way into the downward dog. And this time inviting maybe some movement or paddling of the feet if you would like. Or whatever movement that is craving to be expressed by you at this point. Could be stillness too. And then slowly start to walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, push through your feet all the way up into standing, arms above your head. Exhale them down through chest center. Inhale, sweep arms up, gently open the chest. Exhale as you fold down. Inhale, fingertips to shins, halfway lift. Exhale, place hands, step back into plank. Chaturanga Dandasana all the way down. Inhale, place your hands, lift your hips, upward dog. And exhale, tuck toes, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Now inhale your right leg to the sky, three-leg dog. And then bring it into your chest and place it between your hands. Drop your back knee. Then ground your left hand as you open right hand to the sky. Maybe staying here, or if you would like to go deeper, bend in the back knee and grab hold of the foot with your right hand. And then release, slowly releasing the back foot. Place your hand onto the floor, low lunge. And tuck your back toes if they are not already. And power yourself up into a high lunge, arms up above your head. Gently suck your core to your spine so that your lower back is not arching. And soften your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, hands down through chest and slowly shift your weight to the front foot, warrior three. One line from your crown to your back foot. Keeping the hips square. One more breath here. As you then exhale your hands to the floor, slowly with control release the back foot down. Low lunge and then shift yourself back so that your hips are above your back knee for a half split. Front knee can be bent, of course. Trying to keep the spine long and elongated, shoulders away from the ears. One more nourishing breath here. Then on the next inhale, we shift back forwards into the lunge. And then place the front shin onto the floor. Drop your hips down for pigeon pose. Either staying all the way up or coming down onto your elbows if you would like to go deeper. And slowly come back up onto your hands, tuck your back toes, step back into plank, and then knees, chest, chin or chaturanga down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a moment here. Then on your next inhale, the left leg sweeps all the way up, three-leg dog. And then exhale, place it between your hands. Drop the back knee down for a low lunge, untuck the toes. And ground your right hand onto the floor, left hand all the way up, easy twist. Look to your top hand. Option to stay here, or again bend the back knee in, grab hold of the foot with your left hand. Maybe sinking a bit deeper into your hips here. With control, release the back foot. Place your hands down. And then as you tuck the back toes, powering up into a high lunge with your front knee stacked above your front ankle. Arms all the way up to the sky. Softly opening the shoulders, but keeping the lower back straight. No arching here. Exhale, hands down through chest center. And then again, shifting the weight to your front foot. Seeing if you can catch your balance in warrior three. No worries if you wobble or fall out. You can always just come back and try again. Staying here for just another breath. As you then exhale your hands to the floor and take a big step back. Ground your back knee. And then shift your hips back for half split on the left leg. Keeping the hips square, tendency is to shift forward with the left hip, so pull your left hip a little bit back. Now shifting forwards again to then place your left chin onto the floor for pigeon pose, either staying up or coming down onto your elbows. Also here the tendency is to open the hips up to the right side, so can you softly pull the left side hip a bit backwards and the right side a bit forwards. And then slowly coming back up again, tuck your back toes, make yourself into plank one more time, then exhale Chaturanga Dandasana all the way down, inhale upward dog, exhale tuck toes, downward dog. Take one more deep nourishing breath here. Now step your right foot to the front, extend your front knee and pivot your both toes so that they are facing the long side of the mat, but keep your upper body to the right. And then just walk your hands forward so that you can extend your torso and find a beautiful stretch here. Maybe softly bending into the left knee if you would like to go deeper. And now walk your hands all the way to the left side. And same thing here. finding a stretch in your upper body as you maybe gently bend in your right leg. Then walking back to center. Inhale, and on the exhale, heel toe your feet together and drop your hips down for yogic squat, Malasana. Now on your next inhale, open your right side arm up to the sky, left hand fingertips to the floor. Option to stay here, or take your arms and bind them behind your left leg. This is a deeper variation, so see what feels right for you right now. Release the bind if that's where you were. Then exhale, hands down through center. And slowly, left hand opens up to the sky. Again, either staying here in the side stretch or binding the hands behind your right side knee. If you take the bind, allow your shoulders to stay soft and relaxed. Release back to center, and then with control, sinking down all the way to the floor, extend your both legs in a straddle pose. Now the right knee bends back in, and you grab hold of your right ankle with your left hand, leaning into a side bend to the left side, either staying there or going deeper by leaning all the way down and grabbing hold of your left toes with your right hand. If you're all the way down here, try to keep your chest open and rotated up to the sky. Inhale, release the pose. Now your right knee pivots in to meet the extended knee. Inhale your arms all the way up, and then exhale, twisting to the left, keeping a beautiful long spine here. Shoulders soft, dropping away from the ears. Inhale back through center, extend the bent knee, and then bend the left knee in. Grab hold of the left ankle with your right hand, and exhale, side bending over that extended leg, maybe staying there or going all the way down to grab hold of your foot with the top hand. Rotating the chest up and open to the sky. Inhale, release. Then exhale, drop the knee down, meeting the extended leg knee. Inhale, arms open, and exhale, twisting to the right. Feeling your spine lengthening a little bit longer. On your next inhale, returning back to center, extending now both legs out, gently flexing the toes up. Inhale, arms above your head, and then exhale into the forward fold. Either staying there or walking your hands forwards as far as comfortable, allowing your upper body to be pulled down by gravity. Softly rotating your upper thighs a little bit backwards to open deeper into the hips. And then allow yourself to fully sink and surrender into this pose. Allow your breath to soften. We'll stay here for a good few more nourishing and long breaths. Now slowly prepare to come back up. Take your time. The hips might feel quite intense. And then slowly bring your legs back in to a cross-legged pose in the center of your mat. Take your time. There's no rush to get here. And then maybe placing your hands on your heart. What if you allowed yourself to take the long way home? To just pause and marvel at the beauty of the wildflowers along the way. To take in the way the sun feels on your skin. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale them down to chest center. Thank you so much for choosing to be present with me. And I see you again soon. Bye bye.